that doesn't work out. 3 hours.
Yeah, she takes it to sun, like, yeah. Oh, you guys are so silly. Alright. Hello world, as Robbie used to say. I was just thinking, how many did we do? How many of these did we do so far? I should count. I mean, we missed 3 because of my mini training. But other than that, I think we've pretty consistently went since March 21st was the first one. So minus the 3, I think that we haven't missed it. So anyway, as I was saying to these guys, Instagram has extended the time limit that we can stream. So that's kind of a good news because full moon classes, I think, could be now, like hour and a half ish something. So that would be fun. We'll see if I get myself into some level of gear to do that for the next week. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. And then an hour and a half here would be also awesome, but I don't know where to put it into the schedule, so there's that. Also, as I was saying, this playlist that I forgot to post this morning, I'll post it later. It's called Price Tag, and it came in a really interesting way, so I have to tell you about it just a little bit. So it started with the song Happy. You guys all know the song Happy? Mallory, you guys know Mallory, Brazilian yoga teacher. You know her, you know Mallory. Actually, funny story. Zach and I met for the first time. Well, that's my recollection of you and I meeting, where I was a fresh, brand new teacher out of teacher training, and I was subbing Mallory Saturday 11 a.m. at the old Bella Prana location on Kennedy. And then Zach came to me after class. You may have been there too, but maybe not. Do you remember that? Yeah. Okay. And then you came to me after that, and you were like, okay, that was okay. Because he was like, I was worried. He was like, I was worried, if this was going to be hard enough. And then it was hard enough. Then since then, Zach and I have been friends. It was Mallory, yeah, it was Mallory. So that's funny. So Mallory posted something on her Instagram and she had that Happy song on, and I'm like, oh, that's a great song. And it really and it was really interesting because I feel like this week has been just such a roller coaster of emotions, just like up and down constantly since, Tuesday and then even since last Saturday. So it was interesting that the Happy song, and it's a really great song, and it's really optimistic and fun and playful and dancey. And then so that came up, and then all of these other, how Spotify gives you suggestions for all these other songs. So all of these other songs came up, and I'm like, whoa, this playlist is shaping out really interestingly. But then somehow through Queen, I went through Queen, and then I ended up at the Pitch Perfect. I don't know how that it just showed up, and I'm like, wow. But the message in the Pitch Perfect song, I think it's really interesting because for me anyway, this is purely from my own perspective. It comes into it talks like it's not about the money, it's about the truth, and it's not about this, and it's about that. And I feel like as the week kind of has progressed, for me anyway, I feel like a little optimism is happening, and for me it's like we're moving from it's not about the money into it's about the truth space. So that kind of why that all came together for me like that. And notice that last week obviously we were talking about the full moon and Scorpio season. Notice how intense we're still in the intensity of the emotions, no matter what they are, or how high or you're laying super low. There's nothing really in between. Like you're really in or you kind of completely tapped out, right? You cannot just kind of hang in the mid space and then wait it out. It is part of the energy that we're working with right now to be on the edge one way or another. We're either happy or we're depressed, right? There's not much of a middle ground, and I think this week has been super interesting example of how we've been kind of fluctuating. And then with that said, so take the playlist for what it is. It's really interesting. But with that said, I would like to invite you also to look at how you hold space for yourself and for other people. And also potentially what do you need when you say, oh, I need somebody to hold space for me. So usually, yoga is a lot about creating an environment to hold space for each other, or like I am potentially creating space, but at the same time, by you being here, you are also holding space for me. So it is really interesting how the interaction of holding space for each other, especially in this season, what that looks like, what that feels like, and then the discomfort sometimes that arises with some people being in the intense energy on whichever end they are. They may be a little too happy or they may be a little too depressed, and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with you right now? Right? So it just kind of all of that, and then I do realize that's a lot to kind of look at, but that's kind of what came out for me today. So that's kind of the theme. Just look at not only what you need or what you feel like you may need, and what does that look like, and how would you even possibly communicate that to people, right? But how do you feel when other people need you to hold space for them? All right, and then we'll start with the fellas. This is so great. Oh my god. All right, here we go. So the playlist is called Price Tag. I'm sorry I didn't post it. I just didn't get to it. I'll post it later, but here it is. Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right. Find your breath. Roll your shoulders up and back. Rub the head side to side. Oh, this is going to be good, you guys. Arms reach up over your head, interlace fingers, palms reach up, lift. Off to your right. Back up, inhale. Off to your left. Back to center, reach, release the hands, put them back behind your seat, lift the heart through. Maybe drop the head if that feels good. And come to front, hands in front of you, round through the back, chin comes into the chest. Maybe a little sway through the rib cage. Coming onto your hands and knees. And your little cat cow here, if that feels good, or a little bit of a sideways. It's definitely very peppy, very peppy playlist. Well, sometimes we need a little pick-me-up. Music totally works. Tap your toes, lift your hips back, downward facing dog. That's a little loud. It's better. Walk your feet all the way to the front of your space. It's hard not to have the music light when it's so loud, when it's so good. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Halfway up. Inhale, lengthen. Crown of the head. Shoulder blades pinch. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Halfway up. Lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up. Arms reach. Hands too hard. Bring it in. Inhale here. Open mouth. Release. 1 more. Inhale. Open mouth. Let it go. Arms reach up. Inhale. Hinging at the waist. All the way down. Halfway lift. Flat back. Lengthen. Plant your hands. Step back to plank. Inhale here. Knees are not. Halfway down. Exhale. Heart comes through. Inhale. Roll over your feet. Downward facing dog. Step your weight into your heels. Long through the arms. Tippy toes. Bend your knees, look where you're going, walk, step, flow. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach. Hands too hard, bring it in. Inhale, right. Exhale, fold, empty your breath. Halfway lift, lengthen. Light your hands, step or float. Chaturanga, mid-plank. Inhale, heart comes through. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Again, step into the heels, find some space through the back of your legs. Tippy toes, inhale. Bend your knees, look where you're going, walk, step, flow. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach. Hands too hard, bring it in. Utkatasana, chair pose, knees bent, arms up above your head. Forward fold is your release. Halfway lift, flat back, lengthen, plant your hands, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, heart comes through. Oh, it smells so good. The repeller, we all got a little bit from the feet. Downward facing dog. Right leg lift, up and back long, knee to nose, bring it in, shoulders forward over your wrist, hold. Step your right foot in, left heel goes down, warrior 1, rise. Stay for exhale, pressure outer edge of your back foot, inhale. Arms go down, frame the foot, plank, 3-legged knees, forward elbows in, halfway down. Heart comes through, trust your arms. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Left leg lift, up and back long. Knee to nose, bring it in, hold. Challenge yourself, lift your hips a little higher. Step your left foot in, right heel goes down, warrior 1. Stay for exhale, inhale here. Arms go down, frame the foot, plank, 3-legged knees. Halfway down, exhale. Inhale, heart comes in. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Check in with your breath. Let it roll through the back of your throat. Make a connection. Keep the connection to your breath. Inhale here. Open mouth, let it go. Right leg lift, up and back long. Knee to nose, bring it in, round, hold and squeeze. Bring the heel nice and tight, close to your seat. Forehead to knee. 3-legged dog, lengthen. Right leg steps all the way in, open up. Warrior 2. Check in with your shoulders, arms sink nice and deep. Keeping your arms as they are, straighten your right leg in. Wiggle out your hips a little bit. Notice if you can find neutral. And then bend your right knee back in. One more time. Straighten your right leg. Keep your leg straight. Sass your left hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Trikonasana. A little pumps. Inhale, lift a little bit towards the sky. Exhale, soften. 2 more. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, soften. 1 more. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, soften. Move down for balance. Right knee bends. Up and over. Reverse. Lift. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Plant your hands. 3-legged plank. Right heel extends back. Hold right there. Hold, hold, hold. Bend your right knee. Flex your foot. Now hold here. Option to take a push up. Forward elbows in. Halfway down. Press back up. 2 more. Halfway down. Press back up. There's your happy. Halfway down. Press back up. Stay, stay, stay. Take your right foot behind your left. Take your right arm up. Support supported side plank. Stay for exhale. Inhale here. Come all the way down onto your hips. Sit your butt down. Your right knee is in, your left leg is extended. Grab your right knee in with your right hand. Exhale, inhale here. You're facing the back of your mat. Exhale, reach for your left foot. So kind of fold a little bit inside of your right knee. Take a break from the push-up. Coming back up. Inhale, left hand finds its original position. Right arm comes up. Now take your right foot and extend it to hover up, up above the left. Now, take your right foot and tap it in front of you. Tap. Bring it back up, inhale. Tap it behind you. Bring it back up, inhale. Tap it in front of you. Bring it back up. Tap it behind you. Bring it back up, hold. Your right forearm is going to come down onto your mat. You touch down with your right foot. Blah, blah, blah. Turn yourself all the way around to your left. Left arm comes up. You know what? Take your left arm back down onto the mat. Suction comes the fingertips. It may be easier. Lift your left foot off the mat. Inhale. Tap it behind you. Back up. Tap it in front of you. Back up. Tap it behind you. Back up. Stay. Put it down in front of you. Forearm plank. Hold. Find it. Heels active. Squeeze. Right knee, right tricep. Tap. Step it back. Left knee, left tricep. Tap. Step it back. Right knee, right tricep. Tap and hold. Tap and hold. Hold, hold, hold. Put your right shin down. You're coming down to half midget. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, forehead to mat. Come in all back up again. Point your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back heel. Coming, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Pedal out the feet. Open mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Open mouth. Let it go. Right leg lift. Up and back. Long knee to nose. Bring it in. Round. Squeeze. Three-legged dog, lengthen. Right leg steps in, warrior two, open up. Right. Up and over, reverse lift to half moon. Right arm finds the floor, left leg lift, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Pause here for a moment. Now bend your back knee, back leg at the knee, and then receive your foot if you can. And then from here, you kind of roll yourself down into the mat, so a Shiva squat, if you will, with your foot in your hand, and then you come all the way up to a dancer. So maybe the foot has been held the whole time, maybe not, that's fine. Just however you make that transition. Release the foot, bring the left knee into the chest, give it a little bit of a squeeze. Bring your hands to heart center, fire up your left heel. Extend your left heel back to warrior three. Oh, I love this song, you guys. Inhale here. A little squat through the right knee. Keep the left leg at warrior three. Press back up. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower and hold. Hold. Hold back up. Inhale. Step your left foot back. Arms rise. High crescent. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Off to your right. And just hold. Check in with your twist. Check in with your left hip. Check in with your belly. Notice if you're dropping into the twist. If you're dropping into your right hip. Arms reach up over your head. Inhale, left arm forward. Right arm back. Exhale. Right arm down. Left arm up. Look up. Reach up. Standing splits or hop, whatever. Be careful here in the front of the, don't fall off the deck. Nice. Right knee bends, step your left foot back, dial your left heel down, warrior one, rocks. Interlace your hands at the low back. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, coming forward, release. Stay here, keep the pressure through the back of your outer edge of your back foot. Now release your hands down, Beautiful. Downward facing dog. On the breath. Inhale here. Open mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Open mouth. Release. Left leg lifts up and back long. Knee to nose. Bring it in. Round. Squeeze. Hold. Push the mat away. Three-legged dog. Lengthen. Left leg steps all the way in. Coming up. Warrior two. Find your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Wiggle out your hips a little. Find neutral. Bend your left knee again. Breath. Back to straight legs. Inhale. Sass your right hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Trikonasana. Little pumps. Inhale up. Lift a little. Exhale soft. Two more. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale soft. Last one. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, release. Keeping your legs straight, come all the way up to reverse triangle. Arms go down, frame the foot, plant your hands. Left heel extends back to three-legged plank. Hold right here. Check in with the level of your hips. Bend your left knee, flex the foot, a 90-degree hold. Options to take chaturanga push-ups. There's three. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold. Take your left foot behind your right. Come to supported side plank. Open, lift. Your right hip comes all the way down. You sit down on your butt. Right leg stays extend. Sit. Extend it. Grab your left knee. Pull your chest through. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching for your right foot. Just hold inside of your left knee. Take a moment to release the push-ups. Okay. What's next? Coming back up. Inhale. Take your right hand back where it was. Lift up again. Left arm up. Now take your left leg up above your in the air, hanging. Bring it up in front of you. Tap. Back up. Inhale. Behind you. Tap. Back up. Inhale. In front of you. Tap. Back up, inhale, behind you, tap. Back up in front of you, put it on the mat. Left forearm comes down. Turn all the way to your left to forearm side plank. Keep your right hand in front of you. Right foot lifts up. Tap it behind. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale, tap. Stay. Roll yourselves to forearm plank. Find it for a moment. Left knee, left tricep, tap. Step it back, right knee, right tricep, tap. Step it back, left knee, left tricep, tap and hold. To really push your weight into forearms, push away from the mat. Slide your left shin under, coming all the way down. Inhale, chin into the chest. You round up, lift up through the heart. Exhale, coming down, chest first. Two more, inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale, coming back up. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Step your left foot back to down it up. Inhale here. Open mouth. Release. Left leg lift, up and back. Long knee to nose. Bring it in round. Hold and squeeze. Three-legged dog. Lengthen. Left leg steps all the way in. Warrior two. Coming up. Settle in. Up and over. Reverse lift. Into half moon. Left arm finds the floor. Right leg lift. Stack the hips. Stack the shoulders. Bend your back leg at the knee, the top leg. Grab it if you can. Finding a Chapasana extension through the right in front of the body. Now bend your left knee, come down. Maybe you're keeping hold of your right foot. And then coming all the way up slowly. Maybe flip the grip into dancer. Releasing your right knee, bring it all the way into your chest. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. Hands come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior three. So you exit. Reach your right heel back, breath in. Left knee bends, little squat down. Maintain the structure, press back up. So squat down, woo. Press back up. Squat down and hold. Hold, hold. Press back up. Step it back, arms rise, high crescent. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen, lean in, exhale. Prayer twist off to your left. Then check in with your hips, your belly. Arms reach up over your head. Inhale. Right arm forward, left arm back. Standing twist. Pull your arms apart. Left arm down, right arm up. Look up, reach up. Standing splits or a hop. Inhale, just one breath. Left knee bends. Step your right heel back. Arms rise. Warrior one. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, coming down to humble warrior. Pressure through the back. Outer edge of your foot. Check in with your hips. Release your hands. Inhale here. Exhale, coming all the way back to your right. To Skandasana to the back of your legs. Coming back to front. Back to back. If this doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will. Back to front, arms frame the foot, close your right hip, shift forward, right leg lift, standing splits. Inhale here, clench your hands, walk, step, float through your vinyasa. Oh, I see, that's what you guys are doing, hiding from the sun. Alright, drop down to your knees. You guys take a moment, sip of coffee or whatever you brought with you. Rebecca's the only one who is health conscious. Oh no, there's some water. I drink my coffee. What is?
They use it at some rallies, and then you're like, you know, this is like a celebration of like homosexuality, but you're chanting it in anti. No, like it just doesn't match. It's really fun.
Right. You know, it is funny and sad, right? Well, it's both. Sometimes it's more funny and sometimes it's more sad. It just depends on where you stand in any moment, right? But yeah, and again, that's kind of like the whole week. You're right. You're like, oh, this is gonna be good, and then you're like, oh wait, but it's not. And then oh, maybe it will, and then you're like, no, it won't. You know, yeah, it's tough. It's really tough because for me anyway, I feel like sometimes I just get so like sucked into the collective emotions, and I get so depressed by, and I really hate this, but like by the other side being in completely different, like there's no agreement. There's just no agreement whatsoever. There's like nothing that we can agree on, and that just seems very harsh. It seems very sad. Like there always should be something we can agree on, right? Like, can we agree on being kind to each other? I don't think we can right now, and that's just, I mean, you know, it doesn't seem like we can, and that's very depressing for me anyway. Show some of you, not to push, you know, not to put anybody on the spot or whatever. I mean, I'll hold space for anyone. Maybe. I don't know. Where do I draw the line for holding space? You know, and that's the thing though, you can't draw a line for holding space because just because somebody believes something, does that give you the right to not be kind? We can debate that. It doesn't, but at the same time, if it's toxic to you and you need to walk away, then it does, right? So it's a very tricky more. Breath in. Open mouth. Let it go. Right leg left. Up and back long. Knee to nose. Bring it in. Round. Hold and squeeze. Three-legged dog. Lengthen. Right leg steps in. Warrior 2 coming up. Breath in. And up. Straighten your right leg. Sass your left hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Trikonasana coming down. Inhale, lift with your breath. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Or just hold. Exhale, lower. This is a nice slow tempo. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping your legs straight. Fire up your core. Come all the way up to reverse triangle. Lift, lift, lift. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Plant your hands. Right leg goes back. Three-legged plank. Bend your knee. Flex your foot. Option to take 3 push-ups. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Take your right foot behind your left. Supported side plank. Open. Lift. Great. Your seat goes down. Right knee stays in. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching for your back foot. Drop the head and neck. One more breath. Coming back up. Left hand plants where it was. Right arm reaches up. Take your right foot to hover off your left. Inhale. Tap in front of you. Back up. Tap behind you. Back up. Tap in front of you. Back up. Tap behind you. Back up. Right foot lands on the mat. Right forearm comes down. Roll yourselves all the way onto your right side. Keep your left hand if you'd like to help you with balance. Left foot lifts up. Tap behind you. Back up. Tap in front of you. Back up. Tap behind you. Back up. Land your foot. Left forearm comes down. Forearm plank hold. Find it. Hold it. Use the forearms. Push. Right knee, right tricep. Tap. Step it back. Left to left. Tap. Step it back. Right to right. Tap and hold. 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 Slide your right shin underneath you. Your hips come down. Inhale, chest lift. Hands come off to your side. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Listen, we'll add just a little bit. Put your forearms down again onto the mat. Tuck your left toe, lift your back hip, and then put your right foot back down to meet the left. Doing forearm plank again. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your hips down. Roll your shoulders up and back. Lift your hearts through. You're in Sphinx pose. Lift, lift, lift. Nice. Coming all the way down. Cactus your arms, so just take them off to your side. Keep your feet slightly apart. Inhale here. Exhale, lift everything off the mat. Feet, arms, chest. Head in neutral. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your quads. Breathe. Nice. Hands come by your side, by your chest. Release your feet. Forehead down. Tuck the toes. Lift the kneecaps. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Hips go back. Downward facing. Inhale here. Open them up. Let it go. Right leg lift. Up and back long. Knee to nose. Bring it in round. Three-legged dog lengthen. Right leg steps all the way in. Open up. Warrior 2. Now get comfortable here. You're going to hold for a while. Check in with your arms. Checking with your right hip. Hugging under. Checking with your belly. Inflating your low back. Checking with the left thigh. Pressure through the back foot. Use your biceps to keep your arms lifted. Active through the fingertips. Are you breathing? Great. Strong through the legs. Hold. Under pressure. Perfect. We got 3 more breaths. That's 2. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale to reverse, up and over, lift, lift, lift. Half moon, right arm finds the floor. Left leg lift, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Bend your back leg, maybe receive it with your foot if you have that available to you. Bend your right knee, bring it all the way in and down to a squat. And then coming all the way up. As you do come up, flip your grip so you're pulling your, holding your ankle from inside dancer. Releasing your left knee, bring it all the way into the chest. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. Hands come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior 3. Left heel extends back. Breath in. A little bit of a squat. Right knee bends. Keep active through the back leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower and stay. 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 Back up. Inhale. Step your left foot back. Arms rise. High crescent. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist off to your right. Checking with the right hip. Notice it's a long time on your right foot, so there should be some discomfort there. Back up, arms rise. Left arm forward, right arm back. Open arm twist. Right arm down, left arm up. Look up, reach up. Standing splits or a hop. Just one breath. Right knee bends. You stepping right back into warrior one. Left heel bows down. Arms rise. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, coming forward to humble. Keep the left hip pressing forward. Release. Stay here for inhale. Release your arms. Start turning your body all the way to the back of your mat into your back knee. A bit of a stretch through the legs. Back to front. And to back. Back to front. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Crawl your hands forward. Shift your weight into your right leg. Left leg lift. Standing splits. Plant your hands. Walk, step, float through your vinyasa. Lucky for us, we're going to do all that one more time on the other side. Nice. A little more shift through, but good. Great. Nice arms. Counter it facing dog. Pressure. Inhale. Open mouth. Let it go. Left leg lift, up and back long. Knee to nose, bring it in, round. 3-legged dog leg. Left leg steps in, warrior 2, coming up. Stay, settle in. Straighten your left leg, sass your right hip back. Reach, 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 Trikonasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Keeping your legs straight. Fire up your core. Come all the way up to reverse triangle. Lift, lift, lift. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Plant your hands. Left heel extends back. 3-legged flag. Hold. Breath. Left knee bends. Flex the foot. Option to take push-ups. Forward elbows in. Halfway down. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. At least you can't say you're doing just push-up because you're doing squats too. Back up, inhale. Left foot goes behind your right. Left arm reaches up. Breath. One more inhale. Come all the way down onto your seat. Bring your left knee in. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, reach for the foot. Another one bites the dust. Oh. Coming back up, bring your right hand back where it started. Lift your body up to side plank. Take your left foot to hover over your right. Tap in front. Inhale back up. Exhale to back. Okay, slow down, Robbie. With your breath. Inhale back up. Exhale to She's messing up my tempo. Inhale, back up. Put your left foot in front of you. Left forearm comes onto your forearm. Roll yourself all the way back. Keeping your right hand suction cup if you want for support. Lift your right foot, inhale. Tap it back. Inhale up. Tap it back in front of you. Inhale up. Behind you. Inhale up. Land it. Come into full forearm plank. Find your heels. Inhale, heel, left knee, left tricep, tap. Step it back. Right to right, tap. Step it back, left to left, tap and hold. Use the forearms, protract through the shoulder blades. Heel is tight to the seat. Find some height. Slide your left shin down, come all the way down. Inhale, chin comes into the chest as you round up. Hands come just outside of your mat. Exhale down. Inhale, back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Back onto your forearms you land. Make the solid connection to the mat. You tuck your back toe, lift your right hip, and slide your left foot to meet your right foot. You're back in forearm plank. Breath. And then exhale. One more inhale. Drop your hips down. Roll your shoulders. Drop into your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up and back. Pull your heart through. Untuck the toes. Press the tail against the mat. Reach through the heart. Nice. Coming all the way down. This time takes your arm forward over your head. Just literally reach them over your head. Inhale here. Exhale, lift everything you have. Breathe, hold, reach long with the arms, long with the feet. And release. Hands come by your chest, elbows in, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. 3, 2, 1, plank. Hips go back, downward facing. Left leg lift, up and back, long knee to nose, bring it in. Oh, patootie. 3-legged dog. Step your left foot all the way in, warrior 2, coming up. And then sink into warrior 2. This is a very short song. Your right quad, outer edge of your right foot, hugging the left hip under. Pull the tail down, belly in, shoulders. Use your biceps to keep your arms lifted. Nice. Keep checking with your legs, keep checking with your shape. Wherever you find that you have loosened up somewhere, tighten it up. Notice what shows up when you're holding. Notice where you're sagging. Almost there, hang in there. Legs, hip, belly. Soft through the shoulders, strong through the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Up and over, reverse, lift. Half moon, left arm finds the floor, right leg lift. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders, breath. Bend your top leg. If you can reach for it, go for it. Open across the front of the body. Left knee bends, bring it all the way down, wrap it in. And as you push yourself back up, flip the grip, holding inner ankle, and expand again. Releasing the knee, bring it all the way into the chest, give it a little bit of a squeeze, fire up your right heel. Hands come to heart center, right heel leads back, warrior 3. Inhale here, left knee bends, give it a little bit of a squat. Press back up, gaze is down, crown of the head reaching straight through the spine, lower. Press back up, inhale. Lower and hold. Hold. Hold, press back up, step your right foot back, arms reach up, high crescent. Hands come to heart center, inhale, lengthen, lean in, exhale, prayer twist. Off to your right. Again, notice how much the left hip is suffering Can you release it? Can you pull the right hip slightly back? Coming back up, arms rise. Right arm forward, left arm back, open. Left arm down, right arm up, look up, reach up, tail down. Standing splits or one hop with an exit to warrior one. Left knee bends, step it back, dial your right heel down, warrior one. Interlace your hands, low back, lift up through the chest. Exhale, coming down to humble. Again, notice if that left hip is completely shot at this point. Release the arms. Taking yourself all the way to your right, back off your space, Skandasana. Whew. Yeah, I know that feels good, right? Back to front. And to back. Back to front, arms go, frame the foot, the right hip closes. Roll your hands forward, right leg lifts, standing splits. Plant your hands, walk, step, float through your vinyasa. Drop down to your knees, cross your feet, sit your butt behind your legs, and your legs forward. So Zach has effectively showed up that we can have 4 rows. So I mentioned that last week. So that gives us like 3 extra spaces, which doesn't seem like we need. All right. How are you doing? Good. Yeah? Yeah. Sure? Yeah. Okay. Wisdom teeth over here. I cannot even believe you're here doing chaturanga push-ups with a knee bend. It's like insane. How about Supta Baddha Konasana, you guys, if that feels good? That would be my preferred place. Actually, take your hands behind you. Let's start with a extension. So again, notice if you can pull your heart through and really drop your shoulders back. And you don't even have to you just like push yourselves forward, right? By bringing the pushing away from the hands. If you need a little wider hands, maybe for the boys back there, that's totally fine. If like my hands go nice and close to each other, but that's just because I have that space. So if you don't have that space, don't be afraid to keep your hands a little wider apart. You can still pull through the heart. I just want to make sure that the shoulders are not rolling forward, so you can still lift through the heart and roll your shoulders forward, right? So the shoulders need to roll back. And then coming to front, the opposite. Reach a little bit, lift up through the heart first, and then come all the way down. And then just go back internally into holding space for yourself, for others, for however you need your space to be held for you. Notice what happens when you find a place of seemingly being still, and if anything shows up. Slowly coming back up. Now you have options here. You can keep your legs exactly as they are and just lower down into Supta Baddha Konasana. Or if you want to take a back bend next, just bring your feet back down, knees up, grab underneath the kneecaps and lower all the way down. So it depends on what you want to do next. So if you're doing a back bend, your soles of the feet are on the mat. If you want to stay in Supta Baddha Konasana, that's totally good too. What you could also do is take your feet wide apart, cross your ankle on top of your left foot, and then drop your knees down into a twist. So you can do that. So you back bend, slowly come back down. If you're in a twist, bring your feet back up into neutral. Bringing your knees in, give them a little bit of a squeeze. Maybe take a happy baby or a shoulder stand or any other final postures that you may need to do before we settle down into our final rest. So wrap up, there's still a few minutes. Hi, my tunes. Even my mat is on the sun now. Oh, because we switched time. That's right. Whenever you guys are ready, bring the knees back into the chest. Give them a little bit of a squeeze. Forehead to knee, wrap it all in, squeeze it all in, gather everything in, pull yourself towards yourself. Slowly lay the head and neck down first. Extending the feet, opposite corners of your mat. Moment, let the hips settle into the mat. Shoulders soft. Release the head and neck. Maybe wiggle out the jaw, soften up the gaze, the face. Take a long inhale in through your nose, feel your body head to toe. Open mouth, release, let it go. One more just like that. Inhale in through your nose. Open mouth, release, let it go. Honestly, just checking in with your space, allowing anything that is showing up for you throughout this bad, was it? Amen. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's all I got for today. Hang in there, it'll be over soon. Thanks, Will. Oh my god, Instagram failed again.